Welcome back to the Bodhades podcast. Glad to have you, my man.
Ryan, thanks for having me back. As you can see, I'm sitting down, I'm dressed classy, I'm cracking a cold one, I'm ready to go.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
chat.
dude. Oh, gladly. I know recently you went to fucking the Northeast Comic Con.
That is correct. Yeah, I went yesterday on Saturday.
hmm
As of right now, have you ever been to Northeast Comic Con or aware of it?
So that's what I was gonna say. I've been aware of it. I follow it on a few accounts. I've never been. It's one of those. I know it's smaller, and I really wanted to check it out. Oddly enough, I forgot that it was even this weekend. I think I saw y'all photos, and I was like, oh, that's sick, and I missed out. Like, damn, because I know where is it located again?
It's at the Boxborough, Mass, of the Boxborough Regency.
Okay.
Um, so so basically like the whole history of the convention is like it started off as like a in a flea market as like a booth selling vintage stuff back in like the 80s, and the guy who owned it, he just expanded it when he knew like Comic Cons were money.
Yeah.
He had it like the Shriners in Wilmington, then he went to like an abandoned Sears in southern New Hampshire. The Boxborough is like, I call it Katsu Hotel Light because it's the foyer has like the hotels opening out to the foyer itself, like people can sit on the decks and stuff, and
Oh,
there's like a
really?
fountain, and they have a gazebo. They have a gazebo that's bigger. They have a
Really?
bigger gazebo than the CotsCon one.
Really?
For real.
Oh, nice.
For real.
I,
Um it's $20 it's like $20 to get in for a day, and like the thing with the thing is like it's heavy like collectibles and guests, but like if you stay like 4 hours is enough. Like the only thing worth knowing to stay there is like the idols in the area. The idol groups at 6 p.m. do like an idol showcase.
oh,
That's
sick. I know there's a whole
Yeah,
bunch
it's
of.
fun.
That's one thing that always surprises me how many like idol groups there are in our area.
Oh my
But like,
god.
shout out to them, man. Like I've seen some of their stuff, and like I've seen like even like a pop cult and things like that. People just, they're all out doing their routines. People are wilding in the state on the in the audience. And I'm like, this is great. I'm excited.
Yeah, it was yeah, no, it was pretty cool. We went last, like first time Ashley went, that we went for our friends to see it. And I will say with NECC, like the guest lineup was pretty good this year. They got Barry Bostwick from Rocky Horror showed up. Um Ashley met Alan Ruck, who was in Twister, the
Oh, nice.
original. Um I met Roy Thomas. He's a comic creator. He co-created characters like Ultron, Carol Danvers.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
A lot of the he worked on, and I met him for Infinity Inc., who was like a Just Society spin-off team.
hmm
Um, Jerry Conway, who was his artist, was going to be there, but the guy broke his hip a day before, and mind you, they're both in like their 90s,
Yeah,
so
I mean, breaking a
um,
hip is definitely it's not a young guy thing.
yeah. But I'll say this, like the Roy Thomas line was like 40 minutes because it's an older guy, and you don't know how long, and it's like it's a big deal for the comic collectors, especially the guys in front of me who have like 10 or 20 comics they want him to sign. Then they're gonna resell that crap. And I got my one dinky comic. Like, please sign, sir. Um,
What's your take on that, man? When motherfuckers come in there and they're just like, I got here's my bag. I got like 20 things to sign. You're like, yo, get the fuck out of here, dog.
oh
How
yeah.
do you feel? I mean, I'm like, buddy, like that's not cool. I personally, I don't think it's very cool. Like
No,
taking a
scalpers.
shit ton and then like resign because like you're doing it like straight in front of the guy. Like you're straight up,
Oh
like,
no,
you're
no.
straight up like, yo, I'm gonna make money off your signature, and I don't give a fuck about collecting it. And it's just like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, scalpers. I hate scalpers. I get you have to make money, but like you're taking away from people. You're just adding time to the line for people who are coming to specifically meet the guest.
Exactly.
Like there's other they have specific conventions where you can do that.
Mm.
Do it there.
Yeah.
Oh.
'Cause
But I'm
I know
not gonna
some
rant about
places.
that.
Yeah, I know some places they have like limits, like only two things, only like one thing, or we're only gonna sign like these five things that they have at the table, or because I have seen like motherfuckers come in there with like the cart that you
Yep.
use for shopping. It's like the single cart one, and I'm like, the fuck are they doing? And like, oh, I'm gonna get this. It's gonna make so much money. I'm like, man, fuck you. If you
I
don't
saw
like
that
me
at
for saying that,
Connecticut.
fuck you too. I don't care.
No, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I saw that at Connecticut. Guy in front of me rolled up to Lucy Christian, voice of Nami,
hmm
suitcase like full of 30 Nami pops, which is even worse because God forbid. Yeah. Yeah, she looked at that and she literally like forced him off to the side and told him, "I will do yours when it gets to the end of my time
Yeah.
because f that."
Yeah, no.
He paid them, but
Oh no, no. I mean, that's one of those. Like, I know you paid for this. It's like I'm glad. Shouts out to Nami's fucking voice actor, because yeah, that's one of those things you're just like, look, dude. Let me be real with you.
yeah,
Come on. Is this gonna be how long it take 30 sign these 30 fucking pops? She's gonna like a fucking robot go to the next one, go to the next one. I'm glad she
you know
said
what?
something. At least say, yeah, like, hey, you're not gonna get this to the very end, so fuck off to some other time.
Absolutely. Um, but I will say one thing about Northeast Comic Con that I like.
Mm.
Like I said, it's very you can do everything you want to do in like 4 hours on a Saturday, but their dealer's room is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I would say not as like it's not like not as anime, not as good as like Anime Boston's or even like Fan Expos, but a
yeah.
little bit better than I'll say it's better than AC and Pop Cult. We found like one anime figure guy, and his stuff was like he was reasonably priced on stuff like some like he had like the gotcha, the vending machine figures, the claw
Yeah,
machine figures you
yeah.
see, but he had like more of a selection. It wasn't like 30 RE0 figures. He actually had a very the fucking like rem excuse me like rem like the 30 rems you see going to one of these things.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Um yeah, but that
One
was cool.
Amelia, zero Subarus. Yeah,
I know, yeah, who cares about
yeah.
Subaru?
Fuck
My
that. You don't need
God.
that.
Um I know I was yeah, he had like a Haruhi Suzumiya figure and I'm like, "Whoa, haven't seen that in a
Whoa,
while."
there you go.
Yeah. But we got a bunch of good stuff, Ashley and like Ashley's hyperfixation is Tokyo Revengers, so it was
Hmm.
just Tokyo Revengers paradise for her.
Oh, nice.
And I just got like some comics and I got a Evangelion blind box, which surprise was Gendo, who's gonna be my next cosplay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a
So
great cosplay for you, bro. Like, hey, when you started breaking that out, I was like, nice. There it is. That's a good one.
I have so many unhinged plans for AB with him. You have
Yeah.
no idea.
Oh, I can't wait to see them.
Oh yeah. But NECC overall, like they do a March show and a November one. I will say, like, if you're looking to kill a Saturday and you want to spend just if you're looking to kill a Saturday and want to buy some cool stuff, just go. I'd recommend it.
Oh, I didn't even know they had two. Was it two,
Mm.
like they're two in the year? Excuse me. Two. I might have to
Yeah.
check that out. So when is the other one? You said November.
The guy typically has it like the week, I think like Black Friday weekend or the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He'll probably drop a date a little bit later, but yeah.
It's like a Saturday Sunday affair. You said.
It's a Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but honestly, like just go Saturday,
Hmm.
buy the regular, get there around like 11, stay until like 3, 4 o'clock, and then call it a day.
Nice. I might have to do that because that's sometimes like people don't realize that those things type of exist where it may not be the biggest convention, but if you go there, you get like an experience, like not really a minor, but like a small experience of a convention or like you said a Comic Con, where you're just hanging out. You can check out, you can cosplay, like no major stress on the cosplay. You're just kind of hanging out, and then there's a dealer's room. Dealer's room is one of those things. Like dealer's room and artist alley is one of those things, in my opinion, that really make a con in a
Hmm.
way. Like I hate to say that. It's like, oh, well, it's just you buying stuff. Like I know, I get that, but one thing is, I love meeting artists. Just being like, hey, like I like your shit. And blah 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 blah, and you can see other people's art and buy it from them, and you can, when it's physically there, it's a lot better. And you just find like random shit and see if people are into it, and you get to talk to people, especially in an artist
Yeah,
alley. Like my biggest one is, of course, hey, you have Disco Elysium art, cool. Anything for me to bring up Disco Elysium, right?
absolutely.
And it's just like, oh, sick, you like that? And they'd be like I said, Katsu kind of found one thing that was Disco Elysium, and I talked to that person for a little bit about it. Another guy at Katsu sold like cool art and stickers and a bunch of random stuff of like VHS and Fuga Arrow stuff. And I was like, oh,
Oh
sick. So it was
shit.
all a bunch of retro stuff. I'm like, so, shot the shit about old school shit. And it was cool. Cause like I like you said, I like meeting guests. That's fun too. But I don't know, when you meet people within the community, it's kind of sick, especially when it's like in their element of like, hey, I know they're trying to sell me stuff, but people got cool shit to sell, and I'm all for it. People want to make money off their art, great, do it.
No, definitely for real, for real.
Mm.
Yeah, there's an artist at side note. There's an artist at NECC. I've been going. I got some of her stuff last year because she does Battle Angel Elite art, which I rarely see.
Oh hell
So I
yeah.
have yeah, and this year I got like a Raven and a Stargirl DC Comics
Mm.
because DC Comics stand. But
Yeah.
Like it's just nice to find artists who have that stuff. But real quick, just to wrap up NECC, like a weird thing happened there.
Mhm.
Um, not bad, but like so is I was cosplaying Jack Knight Starman. Ashley was Kazutora from Tokyo Revengers. Two of our friends were doing Nico Robin and Nami, and we're all just chatting. And this woman comes out of nowhere and she goes, I just want to tell you, I have to tell you, when I was your age, I could never imagine dressing up like you, but you all have the courage and the
Oh,
confidence
that's
to do it,
nice.
and you just serve, you deliver. And she walked away, and we did not know how to react. We're like, what? Like it was just like, what is it? Was I like we didn't know how to take that as a compliment. We're like, okay, and then it just became like, well, that was a weird thing that happened. Let's go about our days.
Nah, man. I mean, it's like in the open like that. Like I said, it's one of those things where people really it's not just, hey, I like your cosplay. It's someone from their experience being like, wow, like you guys are doing it, and it just, and you know what I mean. It's one of those weirder, let's say weirder compliments, but it makes you feel like, wow, I'm actually doing something really good, you know.
Hmm.
Because like when people come up to you and they're like, hey man, like seeing people come out here doing their thing, having fun, or being good at what y'all do, it's a nice feeling. And unfortunately, it's something you don't hear often because it's more encouraging than it is a compliment. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like they're encouraging you to be like, keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
But I get it. It's
Right.
one of
Yeah.
those things. I'm like, I'm just hanging out with my friends. Okay.
I know. It's like that's a nice compliment, but like the way you word it is like I don't know how to feel about that. So thank you. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go buy some nerd crap. I'm the guy.
It's just us, after so many years of being made fun of for being nerds, someone is finally like appreciating it.
Finally.
You know what I mean? It's
Finally.
it's come
Got
on,
it.
let's be real. The amount of times you've been called so many, slurs back in the day for
Mhm.
liking anime or being a nerd, and you're just like, come on, guys, it's really cool. Like, nah, that shit's lame. But that's not what they said. They said other words.
Yeah. It's just like yeah, we were just like it's a weird thing, but like we'll just take the compliment and run with it. Let's just
Yeah,
go.
but
But yeah.
it's definitely is like a different one. I'll be honest with you. Someone told me that, I'd be like, thanks. I'm just hanging out with my friends.
Yep. But that's an experience you can only get at NECC.
Yeah, no, but real talk, I need to check that out now that you mentioned it to me because I think I see you guys go, and I'm like, shit, I should go to that. Like I said, I don't technically have to dress up. I don't have to cosplay, or I can wear an easier cosplay and just show up.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's the character you were cosplaying again?
His name is Starman. So his character's Jack Knight. He's the son of the original Starman, who was a character of the Justice Society of America, who was a superhero from the 1940s. So it's a legacy character, and
I don't
he's
know what any of those
basically
things mean, bro. You gotta help me
yeah,
out.
basically a legacy character is someone who carries on the name of a superhero in comic books. Like for example, Dick Grayson at one point was Batman when Bruce Wayne was dead. He got better. Don't worry. That's a legacy character. Um, the Justice Society of America was a superhero team with DC Comics in the 40s. They primarily dealt with threats at that time, and they disbanded when the McCarthy hearings were happening. Um,
Interesting.
Starman was a scientist, and his whole thing was he had like a rod, a gravity rod he uses to manipulate gravity, help him fly, shoot energy blasts.
Hmm.
He was the superhero for a time, and then it went to his younger son, his older son David. Then David was killed. Then Jack, who was his younger son, but Jack didn't want to be a superhero. He loved he worked an antique shop. He sold collectibles, and
That's random.
he took yeah like that's that's where my whole collecting thing came up.
Hmm.
He takes on Starman, but he uses like a full staff that was a prototype, and he doesn't wear a costume, so his wear is like leather jacket, street clothes, a sheriff's pin he got from a cereal box, and like these anti-flare goggles because the cosmic staff gives off so much light. It's
Hmm.
to prevent it keeps him from getting blinded. And the staff, like he can fly with it, he can shoot energy blasts. And he knows like basic taekwondo to defend himself. Um,
Sick.
so the whole story is just him protecting his city and dealing with like upholding the legacy that his father
Hmm.
um has brought on. It came out in the 90s. It's one of my favorite comics of all time, and it really like inspired me as a person
Oh,
and
really?
my person. Oh, definitely.
Was it still ongoing, or was it just like a small, like they had like a decent run?
So it ran from 1994 to 2001,
I guess decent
and
run.
the staff was given to Stargirl Courtney Whitmore, who she was on the Stargirl CW show. So
Wouldn't say I know.
she
Sorry.
yeah, no. Don't worry, it came and went, but she's carrying on the mantle of that. And James Robinson, who wrote the character, he entered an agreement with DC Comics where they can't use the character unless he writes the story. So the character's been in retirement from like 2001 to now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but worth reading if you ever find it. I freaking love that series.
Sounds good, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking
And
of
that's DC Comics history for Ryan, everyone.
yeah,
We
man, please,
explained
thank
to him.
you. I guess, hey, man, I'm always happy to learn on the fucking podcast. I'm local himbo for a reason. Like I said, I got
Yo.
into nerd shit later in life. Well, not really later in life. I was like me and the last guest we're talking about DL, where we're just like, yeah, for a while it was hard to talk about because it got made fun of, just like we were talking about just now. And so after a while, I'm just like whatever. Like I was never really hit it too much. But like it definitely within like my later teens, I was like, man, fuck this. I don't care if people like to make fun of me. I don't give a shit. They're gonna make fun of me regardless. So I might as well just do what it's right for me. But speaking of later conventions, I know you're going to Anime Boston, right?
Yeah.
And I've once again, last time we talked about Kingofthecon, looks like you have a plan for AB. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that there?
So I am, as you can see by my icon, I am promoting the official drink of Anime Boston as Monster Energy Zero Ultra.
Hell yeah, the best monster of all. Come on.
White Monster Energy. And to tell you, Ryan, this happened. This just happened. I never had White Monster Energy Zero Ultra until Christmas when Ashley's brother gave me a can.
Hell
and I
yeah.
liked it.
I like this guy
Started
already.
drinking it. Yeah, and then like all the friggin' Instagram memes of White Monster Energy and Creed start popping
Yes,
up.
sir.
And I go to Ashley one day and I'm like, honey, I'm a White Monster Energy man. And she goes, no, you're not. And I go, yes, I am.
I am.
So I'm
a
promoting it on
lifestyle.
Anime Boston. Huh?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. I'm promoting it on Anime Boston Social. I got the official art. That's all going to happen. That's one of 3 things I have planned for Anime Boston for my stupid jokes.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know there was
What
more.
if we-
I only saw the White Monster one, bro.
So the White Monster, my plan is I'm going to get a White Monster and I'm going to crack a cold one right as I'm at the con. I want like the big banner right in front of me, just crack it open and it's going to be the official drink. That's law now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't set the rules. It just happens. The second one, I have submitted a panel to Anime Boston. I can't tell you what it is, but we're going to see what's happening. And the third thing, that one's on the DL.
Okay.
That's going to be a surprise that you'll see like day of as soon as I get on the con floor. It's going to be really hilarious.
Can't wait to see it then. I know you always got these great elaborate bits. If anyone who knows me and I know you and I, this is why I think you and I get along very well. We love bits. You know what I mean? Like doing things. It's like, how long are you doing it for? I gotta get it ready, and then when the bit comes out, it's out. Like I love a good bit. So when you do shit like this, I'm like, this is hilarious.
Oh yeah, and I think like the big, and like the thing, especially with like be it Monster Energy, Zero Ultra, or the Nerds Clusters, or the Trident Layers, is just I think of these stupid things. I don't overload people with them. I throw it out there. You let it simmer, leave it alone, give it time. Then you come back, hit them again.
Yep.
And then you let it simmer. You come back, hit them again, and then you just let it happen.
Yep.
My guy, AAC. I ended up with like the equivalent of 2 full family-sized bags of Nerds Clusters. Every prize thing that people got at AAC, there were Nerds Clusters in those bags.
I remember that. I had a few of those on the way out.
Jeez, I'm dangerous.
Nah, dude. It's funny that you mentioned like the whole White Monster meme because I am about that life too. Unfortunately and fortunately, I like to work out. And White Monsters, like across the board, people workout enthusiasts like, yeah, White Monsters, they're actually really they're not bad. Like 0 calories, 0 sugar. It's actually healthy. Like if you want to get it, it's better than a lot of the other crap that's out there. Like your rock stars or like your regular monsters that actually have like sugar. Yeah, Red Bull who actually have sugar in it. This time, like White Monster, you drink it, it's like this is fantastic. Me, I buy the 20. I'd buy like the fucking like 9 packs of like the big ones or the 12 pack of the small ones. I think that's how much they are. And the thing, I
Yeah.
don't fucking know. I just buy them and I'm like, hell yeah. Sometimes I'll get this thin small ones. What I like though is when you get those. See, I'm just gonna go about talking about White Monster Life. Is
Yeah.
I believe the regular sized one is 120 milligrams of caffeine, and the thinner ones are 90 grams. And I believe 90 grams is a regular cup of coffee. So
Huh.
technically speaking, I think you're only allowed. Don't quote me on this. I think you're only allowed 300 grams, 300 to 400 grams of. I think it's 400 grams of caffeine in a day before it's an issue. So
Okay.
you can definitely have the thin ones. You can have like 3 of them in a day or 4, because I think every other energy drinks are 200, and you can't have 2 of those in a day. So I believe it's 400 milligrams.
Yeah.
So
Um.
white monsters are the way to go, because you can have, if you like it, you can have like, 4 in a day and just be under, and you'll be just fine as long as you're not having coffee in between.
Actually, disclaimer, by the way, for people who gave me Nerds Clusters at AC last year, if AB, I ended up with a ton of White Monster Energy Zero Ultras for some reason. I will not complain. Just know I'm not gonna like shotgun all of them in one day because I will
Oh
die.
yeah, you would totally die. I would highly suggest not do that.
Yeah. Let's not do that today, kids.
Oh my god, I mean, it'd be funny. Shotgun at least 1 or 2, and just like, yeah, just make sure they're different days. Oh, it's time to go out. But I would never shotgun a White Monster because it tastes so damn good.
I know, but maybe we'll do something.
We'll do
We'll see,
something. Hell
everybody.
yeah, dude.
Just AB will be here
You
soon.
got at least take 2 and do a Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bang them together, drink them.
Oh,
Get a hell yeah.
God, yeah. Oh, that's a classic.
Dude, I don't know, man, but like that blasting with Creed is just the funniest. I don't know why it's such a funny meme. And I think generally because maybe, when the workout community picked up on the White Monsters, it was like pretty funny. But then like the idea of listening to Dad Rock gives you all this. It sounds so like righteous, like, yeah, I'm a dad or I'm a man. It all just seems to work together. Because I think our
Mhm.
age, we can't consume regular monsters. Old guy talk. Trying to eat fucking regular monsters is so difficult because my tummy starts to hurt from the sugar.
I know, right?
And I hate it. It's like, what the fuck? 0 calorie? I drink 2 of those in a row. I don't care.
Yeah, let's go. Go. Give me that Zero Ultra. That's perfect.
It
Breakfast
really
of
is.
Champions.
It really is, though. I love everything about it.
Yeah. I
What
totally don't have one of the foods waiting for me tomorrow,
Oh
so
shit, yeah.
hey.
So what plans of cosplays do you have for AB?
So Anime Boston, the plans are I'm gonna do Raoul Duke from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh no shit.
Yep, I got everything for him. He'll be showing up.
That's awesome.
Gendo Akari from
Yep.
Evangelion. Kazuhira Miller from Metal Gear Solid. Our photo shoot. This is our 16th one, actually.
Oh,
We're
hell
gonna
yeah.
be I told the crew I want to hit 20.
Oh fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I want to hit 20. I'm gonna do a Baji from Tokyo Revengers for Ashley's Tokyo Revengers group. And I'm gonna do Oda from Bungo Stray Dogs for the Bungo Stray Dogs photo shoot.
Right.
And then on Sunday, for us, since Cosplay Chess isn't happening this year, I will be
Right.
doing Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga for little respect for that.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Anime Boston's
Rest in peace.
fucking what is it? Cosplay chess. Man, that whole thing with the cosplay chess, I mean, not to get into drama, but man, how they, released how they're not doing it anymore was really stupid.
Yeah, like
I didn't
yeah.
like, you could tell me, I'm an adult. You could just go, "Hey, we're not doing cosplay chess anymore." Wow, that's crazy. But to put it in the Anime Boston forums,
Yeah.
under or something else, like when someone posted it, I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Is this true?" Trying to find that post was hard. Like maybe I'm stupid, but I don't feel it's hard navigating, 2008 forums.
Yeah, no. Ironically, this year was going to be the 20th anniversary of chess.
Really?
Yeah, they started in 05.
They should have just let it run and then just said, "Fuck it." After this one, hey guys, it's been 20 years. Let's give it a break, or let's do something different.
Yeah.
Because I know they're doing different
Yeah.
things. I'll give them that much. They have a bunch of things in line, but for it to just go out on a fucking like whimper, like on a fucking fart. What a terrible idea.
I know, just like I'm like, I agree with you. It's like the forum post. I'm like, you could have done like actual news thing about that.
You could have made a
And
post on Facebook
also,
at least.
yeah, yeah. And I think like, I do agree. Like, I think like, just if you want to, if you're deciding to end it, want to just do the 20th, call it a day, and then that's it.
Yeah,
But,
because
who am I?
yeah. No, it's just who are you? You're someone who's been going to Boston for a while, just like myself, you know? Like we're like I don't want to sound like that guy, but we're the consumers, you know what I'm saying? We are the guys.
Yeah.
But we are the people. Let's go with that one a little bit better. But no, it's if you want to change things, I'm not opposed to change. Right? You want to do things differently if you have plans for it, which they clearly do have plans. Great. But it's one of those how you deliver the message really kind of gives the idea of it. It's like a PR thing, you know.
Right.
They
Yeah.
should have seriously though. 20 years, boom, 20-year mark at the end. You could have just did it and then all right, these are the cosplay chests. Everyone give a say. But before we say anything, everyone, what we want to do is that would be a really good way to kind of call it out right there at the end of the thing. I think that would have been a sad thing. It would have been a really good moment for NA Boston's sake. Thank you all for being here. This is such a huge undertaking. This will be the last year. It will be in rotation because that's their thing. They said it's going to be it's going to be in rotation and it's not out, but they said they might trade it on and off. Maybe we'll get booed IRL if they did that, but I think if they would have gave it a nice send off, like have a fucking clip art show, I don't care. Play with Arms of the Angel, that'd be kind of funny, but then it'd be sad at the same time. But I feel like you could have gotten away with something like that. This is our last year. We have to make this big. We have to make this better. This is gonna be wild, and then we're gonna end it on this like, hey, it's been real, guys, but this is getting really difficult. We're gonna retire it, not yet, but we're gonna put it into retirement, or we're gonna put it out of rotation for now, and we're gonna add other things for you guys. We have these things, and you can say this is what we have for the following years.
Absolutely.
And like I said, do a slideshow, play with Arms of the Angel, be funny, but also be really sad. But at 20 years, kind of people would be like, guys, you do that. I didn't even know it was 20 years, Matt, until you told me. But if you would have told me we're getting rid of this after 20 years, this is our like last show, I'd be more keen to go and be more keen to be like, holy shit, this is it, really like that's the one thing where you kind of want to showmanship and tell a story and give bad news is 20 years of fucking cosplay chess, come and see why it's so good, and at the end be like, yeah, it's done for now, guys, sorry. That's like a good showmanship way or to deliver bad news as opposed to, all right, here's a forum post. It's really hard to get to. We set this up back in 2005.
Well,
but like you said,
run. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Like you said, who am I? I'm just some dude.
Who am I?
I'm just some dude on a podcast.
Yep. But it's a good podcast, talk about it and just is what it is. But I got some funny stuff planned for Anime Boston. Just
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it, man. I know, like I said, you and I love bits, and I know you got great things planned. Speaking of funny bits, I don't know if this is a bit or not, but it totally happened. Us being New Englanders for the most part, shouts out New England Patriots and your Patriots place for getting fucking hacked by furries.
Have every group of people to get hacked by.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but I'm really just gonna tell you how it says. It really is. You guys got hacked by gay furries, and what's so funny about it specifically is that it really was just a furry with like the rainbow sign behind it and like two furry, and it kept going like different things. I'll probably post them up on the thing, but it's the amount of things that just like everyone posting on the internet. Yo, gay furries hack the Patriots place sign, and you see the photos, and they're so fucking like funny.
They're just out. Yeah, I mean, like, God, like someone over there must have like. First of all, and just know this. My theory is that like 95% of furries, they're all computer experts, engineers.
I was gonna get on that.
yeah. They're all geniuses. First
and they're
of all
that, or they're all super rich. for some
Yeah,
reason.
somehow. Yeah. And like I don't know who at Patriots Place or whoever pissed them off, but that only happens if you piss someone off enough. You did something and then that's all there in front of God and everyone.
Yeah.
So who I really want to know the story. Like my curiosity is like not like how it happened, but why? Why? I want to know.
Honestly, I think someone might have done it just for the hell of it. Honestly, because
Probably.
I will say, tastefully, they picked some really funny pictures. Like they didn't do
Yeah.
anything obscene. Like
I
they're
know.
nothing
To their
like
credit.
graphic or crazy. It's just three furries, I believe, like three characters. There's like one, two, and like two together, and it's just like gay pride behind it and the flag behind it, and like there's just cute furry art, and that's it. It's funny enough because if you just make it like that, not too obscene or too anything crazy, people look by and go, "Huh, that's weird," and just think it's a weird thing that they posted, and just keep driving or keep moving. But when it's there for probably an hour, you're like, "Huh, it's not gonna tell me when Skipjack's is open. That's weird." What are the Pats playing? I just keep seeing
Yeah,
these
though.
three pictures of furry artists. Weird.
God, God, yeah, but like that's yeah, it's got to be. I think that's a good idea. If there's no reason for it, it's just shits and giggles.
Uh,
That's all it is.
if that's the case,
Someone
then
can
I
brag to
love
their
it.
friends, I did it, and I did it.
Yeah, and usually those. Let's be real. Sometimes, and I know a lot of people have said this. It's been like an internet thing, and I believe it because I've seen it happen a bunch of times. Is luckily nothing too serious at my work because I work in medical field. Is that
Hmm.
a lot of places their codes are just like 111 000 1 2
Oh
3.
God.
Like I remember people said that for like what is it, McDonald's or Burger King's menu. Like because
Yeah.
they're all on screens and you just need to unlock them. So people just unlock them because they said a lot of times you just go, it's just 1 2 3 4. It's just that no one does them because it's just look, I'm just here to eat. I got time for this shit. But some people just go out there, they think it's funny. I mean, I I know what I want, so I'm not gonna be like I have my fat boy fucking food that I want memorized. I can be like, oh, can I get that? It could be goddamn furry porn up there, and I'd be like, yeah, I still want my 8-piece nugget, please.
Yeah, please.
Fries, onion rings. How much is the drink?
It's next is next to it's next the price is next to the picture of the rabbit. Oh, thanks.
Oh, thank you,
Awesome.
thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, is that Judy Hopps? Nice, cool.
Yo, yo,
It's
yo.
like, oh, it changed. Okay, okay. Is the price still the same? The one next to the one next to Nick Fox's balls.
Sir, this is Wendy's.
It's like yes, it is a Wendy's, but why do you have furry porn up there, sir? The guy, what the hell you mean? Come outside? Oh no. It's like, yeah, I still want my 50. You guys still do the 50 nuggets? Like, what are we doing here? And you still have
I got
chili?
it. Can you imagine having to explain like to the boss, if you work at Patriots Place, like to the boss, like how that happened? That's got to be a good one.
I hope Robert Kraft saw that. I really hope Robert Kraft saw that.
Please,
Please,
please.
Robert Kraft. Fucking, what's his name? Tom Brady being like, huh, that's nice. Good for him. I really hope Robert Kraft saw that. Fucking Bill Belichick, like, with his fucking sweatshirt, like, what the fuck is this?
That'd be
I like Page
beautiful.
Play. It's a good venue, but it's such a random target.
It's just great. It's so random and it's just hilarious.
Yeah, because like a better words, like anyone who's been to Patriots Place, it's like in the middle of nowhere, sort of, and it's not about rich people, so the rich people got to see it. The only fun things that I get are hacked. What is it? Highway signs that the commercial, the one that had like one lane ahead. It just like look for these nuts. It's like, hey, got us. Damn.
Funny.
Oh hell yeah.
God. But that's always good to talk about current events and nerd culture, like
Of
that,
course.
for example.
Yeah. Or the sudden sadness that Derplixen is not retiring, but is going on hiatus.
The art world has lost a true champion, true OG. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Oh man, like I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I got my the TIE fighters in the way, but I got my
Hey.
I got my Choo
Ooh.
Choo and Bon Bon plushes when they brought those out. They
The
put those
ladies.
yeah, they put those out last October, and I was like, that's kind of sick. And I enjoyed their art. I'm not sure if they've revealed yet whether Duplixin is a boy, girl, or they, them.
Yeah.
Or not, non-binary is the word I'm looking for. Excuse me. But the fact that it's just like, yo, we're selling like plushes. Actually, let me bring it over. Fuck it. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Oh no, people are gonna see that I'm wearing fucking. They can see that I'm wearing. What is it? Sleepy pants.
Sleepy pants. Sweet sleepy mode.
I'm just gonna edit I'm gonna edit cool guy pants on me.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a good idea. It explains
Yeah.
everything. Oh my god.
These things are like bigger than you anticipate too. Like I'm holding them
Yes,
back.
quality.
Like no, they're actually really good. Really good quality. Really happy with these. Couldn't. It was funny because they mentioned the thing who's Choo Choo and who's Bon Bon. But no, they're great. It's made by. I mean, has this logo, their logo. Gotta do the. I gotta do the fucking art thing, not the art thing. The
Yeah, like the block it thing.
There it is. Doing the thing they do for what is it? Makeup channels. It has this logo, and then the brand is these guys. Which, there it is. Reverse. Yeah, it's good, man. Really hilarious. I mean, great videos. Let's be real. We're
very good videos.
we're all terrible. Come on. I said last episode. I told you I went to AVN. I don't give a fuck. I'm a loon beast. I'm a sex positive person. So hell yeah. But it's just when it's funny. Someone told me that they're going into hiatus. I'm like, damn, because I think they posted that they're just stopping their Patreon for now. No major projects. They're not sure when they'll be back, and they just want to take a break because they've been at it for like ever.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I still use that fucking GIF for everything. The fucking.
I love that. I love that GIF so much.
Love it so much. I think it's the funniest thing. So at one of my jobs, I'm a manager. Old job I used to work at, and I would use that as like a reaction GIF.
No.
They'd be like, "Hey, Ryan, I'm gonna be a little late. Sounds good." And then some of the guys walk up to me like, "Hey, yo, Ryan, is that what I think it's from?" And I go,
Yeah.
"What do you mean?" Like the GIF you sent me. I go, "Yeah, it's someone putting their thumbs up. What do you mean?" And I would just play dumb the whole time.
Someone be like, "This looks good, but this is good, but I don't see any sauce."
Yeah, exactly. How am I supposed to have this without my sauce?
What? God.
Nah. I mean, their videos are. I mean, not. I mean, we're discussing it right now. Man, I don't care. Man, like the latest one with the succubus. Jesus Christ, bro, that thing was like 10 minutes long. It was a great ass video.
Jesus. Yeah, like oh god, that was like a marathon. Damn.
That was a good one. And then I think the one after that was the squirrel. Though I was working out or something.
The squirrel
like
one, yeah.
I think that was their latest one. Oh, those are pretty good.
Squirrel, there was the workout one. There was
the workout one. Yeah, I get those two confused. Yeah.
The Daphne and Velma one. That was a ride.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's just so funny because they're Derplixin. I can never really know how to pronounce their name, but I'm just like, you know what I'm talking about when people say it. Them and Zone are like the champions of fucking animation. They're wild.
God, yeah, they're something. Them and Speedroo as well.
Speedroo is fucking talented, bro. Like, what is it? Punch Chan? They're like safe for work. Is so, dude. I saw Punch Chan cosplayers. Like holy shit! Yo. Like I watched. Like that's a good. And Punch Chan's hilarious.
Like the god of the president of Japan is the dude in the fedora.
And the artwork is great. The artwork is like, it's so funny because Speedroo and they both did their weird succubus videos at the same time, which in my opinion is just one of those things like, weird how they all came together. But
I know, right?
We all came together, you know what I mean?
Hey, yo,
oh, Gabba go, oh, hey. But it's funny because they're two different art styles and the humor's different, which I loved. I love Speedroo's has a hilarious type of humor that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then
yeah.
Go ahead.
I do. Excuse me. I will. Sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude.
I am gonna definitely say, like, I hope that with their break, I hope they take the time to relax,
Yeah.
recover, rest those artistic muscles. And if they're back, great. If they decide like I'm gonna do something else, hey, power to you.
Yeah.
Respect.
Honestly, if they decide they no longer want to do like lewd art or like lewd videos and they want to just like I said, Speedroot does both, you know, and if Derplixin just comes out and says, "Hey, I want to use my powers for not lewdness," I'd respect that because I think they're a great artist who does things straight up for free. Like I don't know why, but they have a hard time posting their Patreon. Every time I try to find, it's always hard to get to, and
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't subscribe to it for the longest time, and then I did, but then like they're canceling. I'm like, oh shit, or I forget because I'll get their updates, but a lot of the times I think just with everything because of the material that they post, it's like okay, it's not gonna be boosted because it's lewd. So it's always hard to find.
Right.
Like I always joke and I'll always say it support your local hentai artists. I think it's the funniest fucking thing. But you do what you gotta do. People are out
What
there
you
just
gotta
get
do.
yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, if Netflix's like, I'm gonna move on. I just want to make cool animation videos about things that I'm more passionate about. Yeah, man, that's cool. Like, do you? If you feel you're more artistically inclined to do something like that, I'm not gonna stop you. I will still support you because I think you're still great. Like I said, Speeder does the Punch Chan, does everything like that on YouTube. Check that out. That's a funny thing. Go for it.
Absolutely. So good.
Even a not moving on to artists, something like that, like Worthy Kids. Worthy Kids is so fucking funny. Shelby introduced
Mm-hmm.
me to Blondie Sunday introduced me to Worthy Kids, and that's nothing. It's not a lewd thing. It's just people selling fucking hamburgers, and there's clowns and shit, and it's just funny. and now they're just going on this weird thing, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm here for it. Same thing. I like to support them as well because they're so fucking funny. There's a lot of artists out there that I feel, it goes without saying, like, you guys should really just support. Like, for the longest time, I wasn't using Patreon a lot, but now I
Mm-hmm.
am. And I just do it sometimes, even if it's like $1 or two, just like, I like their art, give them $1, take it out every month. And, just, they're doing it for free. Why not?
Yeah, and it's amazing seeing like some of the artists like and how they've expanded. Like I will shout out to like the people doing Lackadaisy, the one about the cats in like Prohibitionary America.
I don't know that one.
Um, yeah, they got a pilot out. It's pretty good actually.
Nice.
They got the guy who's Jackson Digital Circus and ProZD do the voice work in it.
Nice.
It's based on a webcomic. I'm really, they actually met their Patreon goal, so now they can do like I think it's like 10 episodes
Oh, nice.
they're
Hell
working
yeah.
on.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, because
freaking
that's
stoked.
how
So
things were with like Has Been Hotel. People really enjoyed their pilot. They enjoy, Vivzy Pop did the best she could to bring it out, and now it's on Amazon, and it's big. That's why,
yeah, that is
like in other words, I bought those plushes because I was able to support their Patreon. So I said, you know what, I'll pay it because you guys you do enough work. I might as well buy your stuff because you actually produce merch.
yep. Got to support you. The important thing is support your artists.
Yep,
If you like it enough, just throw them a little bit. It can be as low, it can be you can get if you can give them one, give them one. If you give them 100, give them 100. Do whatever you want.
exactly.
Just as long as they got the means to keep going, then that's all that matters.
Yep. Lothi's podcast. Support your local con and support your local hentai artist.
That's that's the way the world goes.
Yes, sir. No, but it's really cool because, like we said, we talk about supporting like your local artists. Like I could never, I'm not artistic enough to do anything
Hmm.
like that. Like I can't draw. Like I try. I've had so many attempts to learn how to draw. Sometimes I try to play music and things like that. But usually when it comes to like anime or anything that stuff, like I just enjoy it. Like the most I get creatively is doing a podcast like this. I don't know about you. Did you do anything like artistically wise for like anime or anything shit like that?
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention that because I have a tale to tell you.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
And I know we like brought this up, but back in the day, old Matthew McKenna Squires was a fan fiction writer,
Oh Jesus
and he was.
Christ.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer in this, by the way, but there's gonna be a huge amount of cringe, so just prepare yourself.
Cringe warning here. You've been
Yeah, thank
warned.
you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
ready
for
to
side
listen.
note, yeah. So I discovered fanfiction.net in 2004, around the time like I was looking for Kingdom Hearts stuff because I got into the first game, and I stumbled upon
Kingdom
it,
Hearts stuff.
and I'm
Going
like,
back to what we were talking about, huh?
I know, right? Yeah, your boy. Um, and I found out, oh, there's Teen Titans fan fiction, and the '03 cartoon had come out, and that was my jam. So I'm like, time to make some fan fiction. So from 2004 until like 2006, like 2000, like late 2006, I wrote many a stories. I'm gonna give you some highlight reels from some of them.
Jesus Christ! I
So
can't wait.
just for, like I
Yes.
said, I want prepared. Little teenage Matt is different than old man Matt, by the
I
way.
thought you were gonna
Okay,
say
so
Teenage Matthew Ninja Turtles. I was like, oh, that's one of the episodes. Cool.
Yeah.
The crossover event with the Ninja Turtles, Matt McKenna, and fucking Teen Titans. Hell yeah, I'm here for it.
So my first Teen Titans fan fiction was a 3-part epic
Oh.
involving my OC, who was, of course, Raven was in love with the OC. And the OC...
Sorry, we're already
Okay.
dying.
Jesus Christ. So the OC, Jesus God, he was the son of a mafia family who were killed by a rival group. He was raised in like a Chinese restaurant, and he was a fucking ninja, and I based him off Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden because the remake had come out at that time. You know the remake?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Was it
Yeah,
Red and Black?
yeah. And then, because I'm an idiot, I make him as Rathian, so he's got fucking superpowers now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did he
And
also do his homework while taking orders?
He didn't do his homework. There was a fight scene. I choreographed it from a fight scene from the game True Crime Streets of LA.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good ass game, bro. I love that game.
Yeah, that was a great game. Underrated game, by the way.
Super underrated.
And it is I was like, this is the best thing ever. And I look back at it and I'm like, I'm going to burn this shit.
Dude, I do not blame you one bit.
Another one I did, because at the time, people would do bits where it was like the different authors would come into each other's works. I did this, but I did it, and I'm like, yo, we're all doing a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I did straight up Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
So technically you had the tournament arc, you know, as all
I did have a tournament arc.
As all animes do, great animes do. Come on.
Per bit, most of the fights were like bit by bit. I think one was literally just the Joey versus Marek fight at one point. Nothing made like that's gone though. I have that printed out somewhere. That's a story for another day. Then okay, other Teen Titans stuff. I did a Robin Red X one that I was inspired to do because I saw Fight Club in high school once,
Nice.
and of
Hell
course,
yeah.
that's
I
gonna
saw it
affect
once.
So Red X was Tyler Durden, and like literally the entire thing was just Red X just straight up killing Aqualad and Speedy in the worst ways possible. And of course my OC was there. They had a fight. Cool.
Yeah, but show
and
up.
then I got into my last one, and I'm gonna go into 2 others I did.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Was a Raven and Beast Boy fan fiction, because I got into that pairing. And by the way, DC Comics, I know you have that pairing, the comics going right now. That's great. Don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it. I'm good. I'm glad they finally put those two together.
Yes, I'm happy. They're just please don't ruin it. Please.
No,
I'm begging you.
I don't blame you.
My guys. So my magnum opus was in 2004. It was Kolyoko. Brace yourself. Okay, I have to explain the insanity of this.
All right, please.
So I had Xana was like a Dragon Ball Z villain, and he recruited, like, if you remember Kolyoko, do you remember
quick,
like the
really quick? I never watched Kolyoko. I'm gonna be honest with you, so you kind of have to like walk me through who the fuck Xanadu is.
So
the fuck their name is.
Kolyoko essentially was just the Matrix for kids. It was a French cartoon. They'd virtualize themselves into another world to fight Xana, a rogue AI who was trying to blow up the factory where they had their missions, because it had like a time quantum core.
Okay.
And they would go back in the past after like stopping his big problems, which included some things like manipulating gravity, trying to start a nuclear explosion, building Terminator robots. These were episodes of the TV series, by the way.
I know, that's why I'm trying not to make myself laugh, because these aren't your stories; it's the actual stories.
I know. It's mind you, the show's it's a crap show, but it's like it's got nostalgia value. And when they went into the virtual world, they have their avatars. So Sissy, one of the Ulrich he's supposed to be German. He was just a samurai.
Cool.
Yumi, who was the only Japanese girl there, she was like a geisha for some reason, of course.
Boy.
Yeah, dead
They
serious.
were just like, yeah,
all-
this is a Japanese type of character that we see in
yeah,
television and TV movies. A geisha. We don't know what that is, but it looks cool.
and she had like a folding, like this like a fan, like a folding, like one of those folding fans that she threw like a boomerang. Ulrich had a fucking katana, of course.
Of course.
Odd was just a furry, and he shot like he would like shoot arrows out of his wrists, dead serious. And there was a girl called Aelita who lived in the virtual world. You thought she was like AI. Mind you, like by the time I did my story, season 1 happened, but season 2 it's revealed she was a human girl stuck there. And then Jeremy was like the nerdy computer kid. I cosplayed him last year.
Oh yeah, sick.
So basically, Xana got the 3 bullies, Sissy, Herb, and Nicholas, that's their names, to basically trap them in the virtual world. And okay, so bear with me on this.
No, I'm good. I got you. I say less.
I gave the bullies got forms, and I copied them from places. Nicholas became Astaroth from Soul Calibur.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, Herb became Guildenstern from Onimusha 3 Demon Siege, because that was my game back in the day. Yeah, throwing that out there. Sissy became the Spider Lady from Onimusha 3, but if you look real closely when you read it, they're literally just Aru Kenimon and Mummymon from fucking Digimon Adventure 2. And then, but wait, there's more. I had to give the other 3 their Ultra forms. I made him a gunner from an obscure game called Onimusha Tactics.
Nice.
So he was just basically like, you ever see like Japanese history of the guys with like the musket rifles they developed?
Yeah.
That was him. Ulrich became the main character from Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. Literally. Yumi, okay. I based her design off of the lead of the girl protagonist from Tenshu's Silent Assassin.
Oh, nice. Dude.
Yeah.
Hey man, they're all inspirations, right? They're not knockoffs.
Yeah. No, they're not. And then I gave Jeremy his form because he never got a form in the series. I made him Final Fantasy X. He's the summon with the big hat, and you gave him money to fight people.
Yojimbo.
You remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yojimbo.
Yojimbo. Yeah, I made him Yojimbo.
I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
I fucked Final Fantasy X so hard. I think we were talking like 2 episodes ago. We were talking about that.
Yeah. Like that was my whole shtick, and I did that, and then I did Danny Phantom.
Oh, nice.
Where Danny Phantom, he gets a new power where he gets like the plasma sword from fucking Halo 2. And his plotline, like, and it was a Danny Sam thing, and he ended up, and I had it, so like his big thing was he was on the run because he accidentally killed Valerie.
What the fuck?
You remember Valerie, the chick in like the red suit who was hunting him?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my story. And then him and Vlad have like a Dragon Ball Z fight.
Hell yeah.
And then, so that was my experience. And then, that's the cringe. And then I tried after Teen Titans ended, things slowed down. I tried a few other things. I tried Teen Titans again. I tried Avatar. My last fan fiction that's on fanfiction.net right now is an unfinished Evangelion fan fiction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Where once again, it was a rewrite of the ending because, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, and every chapter was going to be based on one of the tarot cards with my limited understanding of how tarot works. So, yo. But that's that was my story of fan fiction, by the way. I owe someone, fun fact, I told someone at people know about this, and I owe someone at Always Sunny a signed printed out copy of one of my stories.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
So just saying, if anyone wants to read some of my grand epics, I'll be sure to send them to you. I'm just really sorry for what you're gonna read.
You said you can find it at fanfiction.net.
Fanfiction.net, DarkVice88. I've destroyed most of them, but there's still some that are just
some remnants of the past. Relics.
There's some up there, let's just say. Some that are like more tolerable than others, let's just say.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that's how I was an artist, and there's still, shout out to the people who still do it. Like I think there's one guy who's been doing a Smash Brothers one since like '05 or something,
Oh
and
wow.
it has like over like 200 chapters.
Oh damn, that's pretty neat though.
Oh yeah.
I was never really into fan fiction. Like, I don't like reading in general. So some people were telling me, like, oh yeah, because what is it? I had Cosmom Cosplay Shop. David joined me, and he just told me about what is it? AO3,
Yeah.
Archive of Our Own. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just learned about that. So like, more and more, I'm just like, oh wow, there's like so many things from my knowledge of being a nerd, and then like there's like even deeper things, and it's just those things that I never thought I'd find myself in those places or learning more about it. That's why I love this podcast. But yeah, like I can't draw, I can't do any of that. Even writing stories, I tried, but I'm just like, this sucks. I'm done.
Yeah, let me tell you though, like the thing with fan fiction was like the big thing was like knowing people you're gonna read it and the reviews. Like, let
Mhm.
me tell you, like nothing beat being in high school, writing a chapter, putting it on a floppy disk because that's what we had. Like that's
Yeah,
what I had.
style at the time.
Loading it, going to the library, loading it up, and then
Oh
when you
hell
just
yeah.
look at your email and getting those notifications of reviews, let me tell you, that is the best high you will ever get in your life
Yeah,
as
no,
a
I
16
believe
year
it.
old.
Oh, I fucking
Yeah.
believe that. You know, when you say that though, that's actually pretty legit reason, in my opinion. The whole idea of, hey, because nowadays we're kind of spoiled with notifications to the point where we get fucking annoyed with notifications. Like, I'll put my phone
Yeah.
on fucking silent. Or I'm gonna put on do not disturb. But like back in the day, yeah, something like that. Like during MySpace era and all that, when you I'm gonna upload this photo, and then you get at the end of the day out of work. I mean, out of school. Yeah, out of work. I wasn't that old. You get out of school, and then you see, boom, look at all these comments you got. Hell yeah. But yeah, I imagine, like you said, doing your own, like, your own work of art, and then getting like, hey, I really like the way you did this, or, I read it, X, Y, and Z. Must be really fucking cool. You know what I mean? To get that feedback from like random people you don't fucking know. Like you said, especially at like what, 16, you said?
Yeah, like yeah, I wrote from like six. Yeah, that was like six. I started writing when I was like 16 to like just about when I hit turned like when I was like around like 14. Yeah, 16 when I was like going off on that. It was like it was so much fun.
Cool.
It
That's
was fun.
awesome. No, that's
It was
cool.
a yeah, it was a fun time. I met some very interesting characters on fanfiction.net.
Oh, I believe it.
Shout out to the dude who is called Cyber Commander. From the Yu-Gi-Oh name, like that was his thing, and I remember him just he reviewed every one of my stories, always a positive thing on it, and
Oh,
I'm
good.
like, so Cyber Commander, if you ever hear this, wherever you are, like, thanks for that.
Yeah, shouts out Cyber Commander.
Shout out to Cyber Commander. Yeah.
No.
But overall, though, it was a cringy part of my life, yes, but was an important part of my life, like, absolutely,
Oh yeah. No.
absolutely. I wouldn't trade anything in the world for like all those memories.
Honestly, that's one of those things I would like, lack of a better word, just a nerdy thing growing up. Like, it's not like, oh, I went to, party when I was 16, but it's that's one of those things that, like, it's, to my opinion, especially nowadays, and I bet you people would look at back at that with with fondness, because it's nostalgic of back in the day where you used to, we'd upload something, and then, we'd get random feedback, forum culture, and like something like that, where it wasn't always instant access. It was, I'm going to put it up there, and I'm going to get some feedback, maybe a day later, or I'm going to get an email. And, we were still just getting into the internet, and it was all still so new.
Right.
But then now it's just like, upload to this with like everyone else uploading all their shit. So it's like, whatever. No one cares anymore.
No, no,
It's tough, but
different
it's one of
different
those
age.
things that's really, it's just one of those, like, lack of better words, nerdier upbringings that we have, or
Yeah.
more nerdier
And
nostalgic stuff.
I will say one thing, like I haven't done it in a while, but if I could say one thing to like young fan fiction writers, I will
Hmm.
say this. Like if you just if you let me have this.
Hell yeah.
I will say like it doesn't matter if your stories like for going if you want to get into like I'm not talking about like being a professional or anything, but if you're getting up your story and if your grammar's a little off or your spelling or things don't make sense, like don't worry about it. As long as you're having fun, that's the important thing. Like if you want to improve your craft and learn better, that's great. I'm all for that. But if you're just doing it just to, just have fun, just go for it. There's no rules really.
Oh yeah. No, and it's one of those things I always say. If you're out there having fun and doing your best, it'll always come through. And usually when you do your best, if your worst is like I said, grammar, you can fix grammar. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But if you're out there and the vibe is right, like people reading, go, I know what you're trying to do. If you can fix this, it'd be even better. Then you got something good going. You know?
absolutely.
Hell yeah. But Matt, thank you so much for joining me for both of these podcasts and sharing your fucking uh fan fiction and everything. I really do appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me on as always.
Of course.
Like I said, maybe the next time this happens again, we can talk about what Anime Boston's gonna bring.
Definitely.
Just know, it's gonna be funny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I gotta say, thank you all for joining us, both of these podcasts. And shouts out to the Koala Gang. Stay smooth.
Be good.